My Saturn return taught me that nobody was coming to save me, that I was responsible for myself. It was completely out of nowhere, and I had to, get an attorney and get a home, and I was just, it was everything crumbled, and I had to build everything back up. And so that taught me, like I said, nobody was coming to save me. That I'm responsible for myself, and just because you're married to somebody doesn't mean that you'll always be married to them, and they could walk out at any minute.
My first Saturn return, I had my first child, so that was like a reality check of being responsible for another soul and to be responsible for myself. So my whole life changed after that, But the only person I speak about, if anybody coming to save me, it would have to be God. Because when I had my Uranus opposition, then I got separated and I didn't have a job. And by that time, I had 3 kids and I just trusted. I just flew away. I basically didn't even feel the second, but I felt a certain responsibility to to do something because I realized that time was finite and that my time on earth would come to a close. So at some point, so I must do what it is I've come here to do. And I felt very drawn to like life purpose and mission and so forth. So I got more serious about stuff.
A lot of the illusions I had about myself and about my life, who I was, and all of that sort of stuff just got destroyed, literally destroyed when it happens. And it happens in a way where you don't have any real wiggle room around it. You know what I mean? You can only stand by and watch it happen. You experience it, and you find out who you are at the end of it. I learned compassion for others in a way that I never had before too, which surprised me. That was probably the biggest lesson that I learned. I learned that people are the best versions of themselves they know how to be, because I was going through a really ugly time with my ex when it happened, and that was the only way that I could continue to operate with her, was to realize that she was the best person she knew how to be right at that time, and I was too. That had led us to where we were right at that time. And that way I could feel compassion for her, and for myself too. Feeling compassion for yourself too for a Saturn return can be a really hard lesson. For people who are very self-critical and things like that. And Saturn loves self-criticism as one of its many gifts.